What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big NCAA basketball show. Check out the entire show. Hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. And we roll on. We head over to the SEC, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Number 12 ranked Arkansas Razorbacks. Great bet by Max on Saturday on Arkansas against LSU. Arkansas 19-5, 11-4 in the SEC. At South Carolina Gamecocks 6-12, 4-10 in conference where Colonial Life Arena in Columbia, South Carolina. Arkansas opening up as 7.5-point favorites at Bet365. That's moved to 6.5. This total opened up at 154.5. It's up to 156.5. The leading indicator books have moved it to 157. Arkansas's won 6 straight, coming off that 83-75 home win on Saturday over LSU. 4 players scored in double figures, led by Justin Smith, who had 19 points, 10 boards. Moses Moody went for 18 points. He's not shooting well, but he's getting to the line a lot and hitting his foul shots. He leads the Razorbacks, averaging 16.6 points per game. Arkansas extended their SEC win streak to 9. It's their longest run since 93-94. That team won the national championship. Arkansas's offense has scored 82.4 points per game this season. That's 12th among Div 1 teams. They hit 45% from the stripe, 33.6% from 3, 45% from the field, 33.6% from 3, 73.8% from the stripe. South Carolina snapped their 6-game losing streak with a 91-70 win at Georgia as 4.5-point dogs. Jermaine Cousinard scored a season-high 23 points. He came in averaging 9.3. Keyshawn Bryant added 17, Trey Hannibal 15, A.J. Lawson 11. A.J. Lawson leads the team with 17.4 points per game. South Carolina shot 54% from the field. They went 10 of 23 from the arc. It's their highest point total of the season. Are they capable of doing that 2 games in a row? I mean, they average 73.7 points per game. They shoot 42.2% from the field, 31.8% from 3. And Trey Hannibal, who scored 15 points against Georgia, and 7th Woods, who's been out of the lineup since February 20th, are both listed as questionable to go tonight. Their defense ranked 293rd overall, allowing 77.4 points per game. Max, interesting spot here. Arkansas, South Carolina, take it away.
Yeah, Jim, this is another spot where I'm going to have some split action. I'm going to play the game like it's 2 games within 1. And that's simply going to be because what we see from Arkansas is that they can get hot really fast, and then it becomes a game of just them maintaining, trying to lock down on defense, and mucking it up. So it's definitely a spot where I will be looking at Arkansas in the first half. But at this number right now, I'm struggling with what to do. You know, I'm actually waiting to break this down for you and then make my decision right then and there, because I think that I've missed the best of the line on South Carolina at 7.5. And it's just dangerous to put your money against Arkansas, even on the road. With Moses Moody, this is the guy that has to have the game-breaking performance, but you need to keep Jalen Tate out of foul trouble. He played under 15 minutes in the most recent game, and when you don't have his driving ability and his defensive ability on the perimeter, giving you that experience and that vocal leader, I'm telling you, it makes a difference. And I think that Justin Smith, they're very lucky to have him because he's able to do some of those same intangibles. And when you watch the games and you're watching these games without fans, you're hearing a lot more. And I would just love to be at the game just to hear all the talk that's going on. I think that with this Arkansas team, they have to get to the free throw line. They have to make the defense decide what they're going to do. Are you going to allow them to get to the rim and take their chances on if they can make it happen? Or are you going to nullify the chance and foul them? Obviously, this is really a hit or miss situation, and we're not going to know how it works out till tomorrow or till today. But I think that with South Carolina, listen to Frank Martin talk. You know, this team has been through so much. They've persevered. They've had coaches out with COVID. They've had multiple stoppages. And now finally they got Jermaine Cousinard back. They're getting 7th Woods back tomorrow. Trey Hannibal's going to play. All these guys, these 2 guys, they may be questionable on the injury report, but the coach says they're going to play. 7th Woods was available in the previous game against Georgia, but of course they didn't need him, so why use him? I think that also looking at that South Carolina-Georgia game, you have to recognize that South Carolina has been able to handle Georgia like that, but they haven't been able to do it to anybody else. So do I really want to take my money and tell you guys to put your money on a team that really hasn't shown that they've been able to bang? And when it comes down to it, South Carolina needs to win with defense. They need Seventh Woods on the perimeter offensively and even more defensively. Why South Carolina was able to get off to a good start last game was because Jermaine Cuisinart and Trey Hannibal hit early threes, and then Cuisinart hit a couple more after that. So it really gave the offense a jump start that I don't think that they would have gotten without it. Now you're going up against Arkansas, who is going to be on red alert, knowing that this is a team now that may be on a hot streak. But I just don't have faith in the fact that South Carolina can cut down on their turnovers and get the three to drop early. I think that with Arkansas, you always have to be aware of them as a second half team where they do have a +7 advantage, and the first half's going to determine what happens in the game. I think that you may be able to get some good minutes out of Trevon Mignon, and you need to get something out of the Frenchman because with his size down low, you have a nice deterrent to some of these Arkansas slashers. But with South Carolina, you just don't know what they're going to do on defense. Are they going to gamble on steals? Are they going to be able to get around ball screens? Are they going to be able to stop and pack the paint so guys aren't spreading them out and freaking kicking and driving? So it's just a situation where South Carolina is at a disadvantage on paper. It's at a disadvantage by the numbers, and they can't play zone the whole game. So I'm reluctantly going to take South Carolina full game in this spot, but I'm taking Arkansas first half in the morning because this could be a bad spot to take South Carolina, but my number says 6.5, and I'm just going to take them. So we're just going to roll with the punches. Hopefully, AJ Lawson, Jermaine Cuisinart, Keyshawn Bryant, and now Seventh Woods can take care of business at least full game.
Well, I can get you the +6.5 at +100. So that is the best I can do here. That's available at BetMGM. The rest of the books are at -110. So is that what you want? South Carolina Gamecocks +6.5 at +100?
Is there no 7?
There is no 7.
6.5 +100 then.
Okay, locked in. +6.5 at +100 for South Carolina. There's 5 books that I'm shopping at right now here for you of the legal license books. I will take a look at a couple others to see if I can snag you that 7. But right now, South Carolina +6.5 at +100, and that is available at BetMGM.